Welcome back. It's a bigger buzzword than ever. Branding. It's everywhere. As consumers, we trust it, create expectations based on it, and judge things according to it. And branding is just as important for small businesses as big ones, sometimes even more so because they're more personal. So joining us to talk about branding is Marissa Levin of Successful Culture. She has 4 points to help us know whether we're getting the branding right. Marissa is always welcome. This is something you teach a lot of your clients. We've talked about it on the show before, but you have some concrete steps that especially small businesses really need to think about when they're thinking about how to brand and how to maintain the brand. So step number one, you say discover. You really have to look at who you are and what you want to project to the world. Yeah, you have to be very clear about what your core value system is, your mission, your vision, your competitive differentiators, your target customer profile. Those are the foundational elements of who you are, what you represent, and how you want the world to see you. If you don't have that, you cannot be a good brander. Step number two, define and differentiate who you are. So it's more than just knowing who you are, knowing uniquely who you are. Talk about that, because a lot of times you're in a business that's in a crowded field. So I've mentioned to you before that one of my favorite books is Blue Ocean Strategy. Blue Ocean Strategy is all about creating uncontested market space where you are not competing against other people, where you are not just the best, but you're the only. So how can you really dig into what you do and be the only one that does what you do, and that is how you really want to build your brand. It's all about differentiation, not about competition. Step number three, deliver consistently and often, and this gets to where you project your brand. So first start by talking about that delivery and then talk about how to do it correctly. So one of the biggest challenges for small businesses is bandwidth. How we actually allocate our time, the fact that we have to be all over the place. We have to be on LinkedIn, Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. We have to have our website updated. We need a video blog. We need a regular blog. We have so many platforms and different types of media where we have to be consistent. And unfortunately, there's no getting around it. So what are we doing to streamline our messaging, making sure that if someone wants to check you out on your LinkedIn profile, they're going to go there and they're going to see the exact same thing on your website. So find a way to streamline your message, make it easy to understand, but be consistent everywhere so that there is no confusion about the value that you bring in the marketplace. And then step number four, once you've done all of those things, you've got to maintain, and at the same time, evolve. What do you mean by maintaining and evolving at the same time? So again, maintaining. My website is a WordPress website. I made sure that I picked a platform that was really easy to use. So for example, when I'm on Washington Business Report, I make sure the day that we are on this segment, I update my website. I update my LinkedIn profile. I make sure that my Smart CEO articles are on the website when they come on. You have to stay ahead of it. And regarding evolution, I stay on top of what other small businesses in my space are doing regarding branding. You have to be your greatest advocate and make sure that you're your best client. So everything I do for my clients to make sure that they're creating strong messaging in the marketplace, I have to practice what I preach to make sure my own brand is strong. Marissa Levin, always lots of great advice. I have to ask you though, you say be everywhere and you are everywhere, but a lot of people don't have time or the inclination. If you had to pick your favorite social media platforms right now today for small businesses, would it be Facebook? Would it be LinkedIn? Would it be Google+? It would definitely be LinkedIn, and a close second would be Facebook from a business perspective with a business page and potentially a paid advertising strategy. But small businesses need to be on LinkedIn and they need to be visible. I agree. Google+ hasn't evolved as much as people thought it would, but Facebook, we just saw a good article saying even teenagers are using Facebook more than they admit. So Marissa Levin, thanks so much for joining us on Washington Business Report.